Hello, welcome back to another video. It is your boy Monix, and today I will be talking about the urban legend creepypasta, the Slenderman. Now, this is going to be my first time scaling a creepypasta because I've never scaled a horror character, never in my channel. So for all those who knows about the fourth dimensional theory about Slenderman, I will be explaining it and talking about it. I will warn you though, if you don't understand the concept of dimensions or anything like that, you will be confused. So if I were you, I'll rather try to study and what dimensions are and then come back to this video, or just don't worry about it. Here we go. Slenderman is a supernatural being that mostly resides in forests and abandoned places. Slenderman has a lot of abilities that are useful to him, such as dimensional bleeding, slender sickness, mind control manipulation. He is also able to turn humans into his proxies to serve him for his missions. Slenderman does have the ability to control the fourth dimension, since he is actually a fourth dimensional being. And Slenderman has also many more abilities that I have spoke about. He also has infinite speed. Slenderman also have peak human strength. Don't get confused with his attack potency. His attack potency is actually can get up to low multiversal with dimensional bleeding. Now, some of you might not know what dimensional bleeding is, but I will explain it to you right here. Dimensional bleeding is an event that damages universes and dimensions and forces them to fill up the gaps, causing them to blend into each other and exchange chunks of their space-time. Eventually, interdimensional portals will be formed between the universes as they get connected to each other. Well, essentially, dimensional bleeding is a space-time ability. Now, by the way, there are many different Slenderman versions of him. You got the normal Slenderman and you got the composite Slenderman. I'm scaling the composite Slenderman. That is what I'm doing, so don't get confused. Also known as the Slenderman from the Slender mythos. If you haven't seen it, you gotta check it out. Now I'll be explaining the fourth dimensional theory, so here we go. The basic overall concept for the idea of the fourth dimensional theory is based on the concept of extra spatial dimensions. The understanding of the theory is based on the conceptual idea of spatial occupation and movement. It is understood that humans can move and see in 3 dimensions, that is length, height, and depth, which for this example will be known as X, Y, and Z. In Slenderman's case, he is capable of moving in X, Y, and Z, and in an undefined and unknown variable, simply known as the mathematical variable n. The ideal in this theory is that Slenderman is fully capable of seeing and freely utilizing the n of the fourth dimensional to his advantage. However, it works, as this is all theoretical along with all the other concepts. It gives Slenderman the appearance of teleporting, which is the ability to move from one location in space-time to another in space-time without going backwards in time and doing so instantaneously. This will also mean that Slenderman is not really teleporting whatsoever, but simply able to move and walk in ways we cannot understand. And since humans understand the movement of X, Y, and Z but cannot perceive and therefore take advantage of N, Slenderman has a distinct and serious advantage over humans. You got all of that, power scholars? Yeah, you probably didn't. Let me explain it in simpler terms. Basically, Slenderman can move in an extra dimension while we can't, due to us humans are not able to perceive the fourth dimension or the extra movement in, while we can only perceive our normal movements, which is X, Y, and Z. This is the sole reason why Slenderman has all these hacks, is because he is able to utilize this extra dimension that we can't comprehend with our human minds. I hope that's an easier explanation to the fourth dimensional theory. It can be confusing to people who doesn't understand the concept of dimensions once again. In short summary, Slenderman is a fourth dimensional supernatural being. So if you put him against 3-dimensional beings with high amounts of power, those 3-dimensional beings will still not be able to defeat him because they can't perceive the fourth dimension. They have the amount of power to defeat him, but they can't perceive his movements, which give him an edge. Oh my god, that was a long explanation, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. So I did not know this, but some characters in the Slenderman mythos have actual plot manipulation. Now, Slenderman may not pose a threat to Goku nor Superman, like top tiers around like them, but he could, I'll say he can solo Naruto and Demon Slayer and other fodder verses that are below low multiversal level. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys really later. Happy New Year's, power scholars.